In part 1 of this video, we discuss how the fundamental reason for procrastination is discomfort, how we are naturally resistant to anything that we think will cause us discomfort. So today, I will give you 5 different strategies to break this habit for good. So let's get to it. Number 1, learn to tie your tasks to your intrinsic motivators. In other words, the values that naturally motivate you. For example, if you're someone who values a calm life and you're a self-employed who has a tendency to leave your accounts preparation to the last minute, then reminding yourself that keeping your paperwork up to date will allow you to maintain control over your finances as well as avoid stress later is a great way for you to get started sooner as opposed to leave it to 1 week before your submission's due. Why? Because this already aligns to something that you value, i.e. leading a calm life. So instead of having to convince yourself to do something that you really don't enjoy, you're simply reminding yourself how doing it this way will allow you to lead the kind of life that you really enjoy, which makes it easier for your mind to accept, right? Number 2, since our mind is naturally geared to avoid anything that it finds discomfort in, what you need to do is simplify and break down your tasks into smaller tasks and give each of them a deadline as well. There are of course various ways to do this, and what this will do is it will make your task look less daunting for you as well as provide you a roadmap to complete that task that you've been putting off for a while. Number 3, we've discussed how when your mind starts to feel anxious, it will look for relief through distractions. So minimize the distractions that you have around you by creating a designated workspace free from clutter and noise. There are several free productivity apps that you can use to block distracting websites, for example. What this will do is it will help you to train your mind to stay focused on your work as opposed to continually reaching out for what it can use as a distraction. Number 4, we've also discussed how wanting to achieve the perfect results or fearing failure can put enough pressure on you to lead you to doubt your abilities and put off taking that first step. So start being intentionally compassionate towards yourself. Remind yourself that nobody's perfect and that it's okay to make mistakes. Why? Because everybody does. And when you do make a mistake, don't dwell on it. Whatever you cannot undo, you can learn from and grow as a person. Remember, if you allow yourself to try something, maybe it might work out the way you want it, or maybe not. But if you don't try, you've got 0 chance of it working out the way that you want it, right? Number 5, if you're procrastinating because you're feeling overwhelmed by everything that you feel you have to do, then instead of trying to take on everything in your life at the same time, focus on the highest priority item to start off with and work in short bursts. For example, you can schedule 1 hour of focus work each morning when your mind is still fresh to work on the highest priority item for you. Or you can use the Pomodoro technique when you're working around 25 minutes, half an hour at a time, followed by short breaks. It's much easier to convince yourself to work for half an hour at a time as opposed to half a day or 2 hours straight, right? This will help you to maintain focus and productivity while preventing burnout. Remember, procrastination is only a habit. This means that with persistence and determination, you can definitely replace it with a more positive habit that serves you instead. The 5 strategies that we have just discussed are just some of the ways to help you reclaim your productivity and achieve your goals. The key to deciding which one to adopt is to understand what is causing you to procrastinate in the first place. So let me know how this has helped you today or whether you've got any questions. And if you haven't done it already, then hit that subscribe button now. You do not want to miss my next videos on how to understand and master your mind. You will learn the things that you can do and more importantly, the pitfalls to avoid to help you create the life that you truly want. So until then, I wish you well and may your best inner thoughts be with you. Assalamu alaikum and bye for now.